Namaste to all. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvartha Sadake, Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantamurtinam Shri Chandra Shekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanvaham. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Namaste to all. Today we will do Soundarya Lahari, Shloka 16 to 20. Any volunteer to repeat? Uma Bhagini.
Namaste Bhagini.
Namaskar. 60. Kavindranam chetah.
Kavindranam chetah. Kavindranam chetah.
Kamalavana bala taparuchim.
Kamalavana bala taparuchim. Kamalavana bala taparuchim.
Kavindranam chetah. Kamalavana bala taparuchim.
Kavindranam chetah. Kamalavana bala taparuchim. Kavindranam chetah. Kamalavana bala taparuchim.
Bhajante ye santah.
Bhajante ye santah. Bhajante ye santah.
Katichidarunameva bhavati.
Katichidarunameva bhavati. Katichidarunameva bhavati.
Bhajante ye santah. Katichidarunameva bhavati.
Bhajante ye santah. Katichidarunameva bhavati. Bhajante ye santah. Katichidarunameva bhavati.
Virinchi preyasyaha.
Virinchi preyasyaha. Virinchi preyasyaha.
Chi is the short vowel there. Virinchi preyasyaha.
Virinchi preyasyaha. Virinchi preyasyaha.
Tarunatara Shringara Lahari.
Tarunatara Shringara Lahari. Tarunatara Shringara Lahari.
Gabhira Bhirvagbihi.
Gabhira Bhirvagbihi. Gabhira Bhirvagbihi.
Vidadhati Satam Ranjanamami.
Vidadhati Satam Ranjanamami. Vidadhati Satam Ranjanamami.
Gabhira Bhirvagbihi. Vidadhati Satam Ranjanamami.
गभीराभिर्वाग्भिः विदधति सतां रञ्जनममी गभीराभिर्वाग्भिः विदधति सतां रञ्जनममी.
2 lines at a time. कवीन्द्राणां चेतः कमलवन बालातपरुचिं भजन्ते ये सन्तः कतिचिदरुणामेव भवति.
कवीन्द्राणां चेतः कमलवनभालातपरुचिं भजन्ते ये सन्तः कतिचिदरुणामेव भवति. कवीन्द्राणां चेतः कमलवनबालातपरुचिं भजन्ते ये सन्तः कतिचिदरुणामेव भवति.
विरिञ्चि प्रेयस्याः तरुणतरशृङ्गारलहरी गभीराभिर्वाग्भिः विदधति सतां रञ्जनममी.
विरिञ्चि प्रेयस्याः तरुणतरशृङ्गारलहरी गभीराभिर्वाग्भिः विदधति सतां रञ्जनममी. विरिञ्चि प्रेयस्याः तरुणतरशृङ्गारलहरी गभीराभिर्वाग्भिः विदधति सतां रञ्जनममी.
Very good. Uttamam Bhagini. Can you try the entire shloka?
आं भगिनि. कवीन्द्राणां चेतः कमलवनबालातपरुचिं भजन्ते ये सन्तः कतिचिदरुणामेव भवति. विरिञ्चि प्रेयस्याः तरुणतरशृङ्गारलहरी गभीराभिर्वाग्भिः विदधति सतां रञ्जनममी.
Excellent. Excellent pronunciation. Thank you, Bhagini.
धन्यवादः भगिनि.
Padmakshi aunty.
Namaste Bhagini.
Namaskar.
Namaste.
17. Savitribhirvacha
Savitribhirvacham Savitribhirvacham
Shashimanishila bhangaruchibhihi
Shashimanishila bhangaruchibhihi Shashimanishila bhangaruchibhihi
Savitribhirvacham Shashimanishila bhangaruchibhihi
Savitribhirvacham Shashimanishila bhangaruchibhihi Savitribhirvacham Shashimanishila bhangaruchibhihi
Vashinyadhyabhistvam
Vashinyadhyabhitvam Vashinyadhyabhitvam
bhistvam
Vashinyadhyabhistvam Vashinyadhyabhistvam
Sahajanani sanchintayati yaha
Sahajanani sanchintayati yaha Sahajanani sanchintayati yaha
Vashinyadhyabhiswam Sahajanani sanchintayati yaha
Vashinyadhyabhistvam सह जननि सञ्चिन्तयति यः वशिन्याद्याभिस्त्वां सह जननि सञ्चिन्तयति यः.
Very good. Sakarta kavyānām.
सकर्ता काव्यानां सकर्ता काव्यानां
Bhavati mahatam bhangi ruchibhiः.
भवति महतां भङ्गिरुचिभिः भवति महतां भङ्गिरुचिभिः.
Sakarta kavyānām. Bhavati mahatam bhangi ruchibhiः.
सकर्ता काव्यानां भवति महतां भङ्गिरुचिभिः सकर्ता काव्यानां भवति महतां भङ्गिरुचिभिः.
वचोभिर्वाग्देवी.
वचोभिर्वाग्देवी वचोभिर्वाग्देवी
वदनकमलामोदमधुरैः.
वदनकमलामोदमधुरैः वदनकमलामोदमधुरैः.
वचोभिर्वाग्देवी. वदनकमलामोदमधुरैः.
वचोभिर्वाग्देवी वदनकमलामोदमधुरैः वचोभिर्वाग्देवी वदनकमलामोदमधुरैः.
Very good. Two lines at the time. Savitribhirvacham Shashimaniṣila bhangaruchibhiः. Vashinyadya.
शिन्याद्याभिस्त्वां.
One second, auntie. Vashinyadyaभिस्त्वां सह जननि सञ्चिन्तयति यः. Two lines together.
अस्तु. सवित्रीभिर्वाचां शशिमणिशिला भङ्गरुचिभिः वशीन्याद्याभिस्त्वां सह जननि सञ्चिन्तयति यः. सवित्रीभिर्वाचां शशिमणिशिला भङ्गरुचिभिः वशिन्याद्याभिस्त्वां सह जननि सञ्चिन्तयति यः.
Very good. सकर्ता काव्यानां भवति महतां भङ्गिरुचिभिः. वचोभिर्वाग्देवी वदनकमलामोदमधुरैः.
सकर्ता काव्यानां भवति महतां भङ्गिरुचिभिः वचोभिर्वाग्देवी वदनकमलामोदमधुरैः. सकर्ता काव्यानां भवति महतां भङ्गिरुचिभिः वचोभिर्वाग्देवी वदनकमलामोदमधुरैः.
Very good. Could you try the entire shloka?
अस्तु भगिनि. सवित्रीभिर्वाचां शशिमणिशिला भङ्गरुचिभिः वशिन्याद्याभिस्त्वां सह जननि सञ्चिन्तयति यः. सकर्ता काव्यानां भवति महतां भङ्गिरुचिभिः वचोभिर्वाग्देवी वदनकमलामोदमधुरैः.
Very good. Wonderful.
धन्यवादः.
Thank you, auntie. धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः.
ओमा.
नमस्कार भगिनी.
नमस्ते. 18th. तनुच्छायाभिस्ते
तनुच्छायाभिस्ते तनुच्छायाभिस्ते
तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः
तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः.
The first ni is a hrasvam. तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः
तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः.
Very good. One more time.
तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः
तनुच्छायाभिस्ते तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः
तनुच्छायाभिस्ते तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः तनुच्छायाभिस्ते तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः.
Very good. दिवं सर्वामुर्वीं
दिवं सर्वामुर्वीं दिवं सर्वामुर्वीं
अरुणिमणि मग्नां स्मरति यः
अरुणिमणिमग्नां स्मरति यः अरुणिमणिमग्नां स्मरति यः
दिवं सर्वामुर्वीं अरुणिमणिमग्नां स्मरति यः
दिवं सर्वामुर्वीं अरुणिमणिमग्नां स्मरति यः.
Arunimani, the second na is just a nakarah, not na. Watch out for that.
Okay. Divam sarvamurvim arunimanimagnam smarati yaha.
Very good. One more time.
One more.
Very good. One more time.
Divam sarvamurvim arunimanimagnam smarati yaha.
Very good. Bhavantyasya trasyat
Bhavantyasya trasyat Bhavantyasya trasyat
Vanaharinashalina nayanaha
Vanaharinashalina nayanaha Vanaharinashalina nayanaha
Bhavantyasya trasyat Vanaharinashalina nayanaha
Bhavantyasya trasyat Vanaharinashalina nayanaha.
Very good.
Bhavantyasya trasyat Vanaharinashalina nayanaha.
Sahorvashyavashyaha
Sahorvashyavashyaha Sahorvashyavashyaha
Kati kati nagirvana ganikaha
Kati kati nagirvana ganikaha Kati kati nagirvana ganikaha
Sahorvashyavashyaha Kati kati nagirvana ganikaha
Sahorvashyavashyaha Kati kati nagirvana ganikaha Sahorvashyavashyaha कति कति न गीर्वाणगणिकाः
तनुच्छायाभिस्ते तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः दिवं सर्वामुर्वीम् अरुणिमणिमग्नां स्मरति यः
तनुच्छायाभिस्ते तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः दिवं सर्वामुर्वीम् अरुणिमणिमग्नां स्मरति यः तनुच्छायाभिस्ते तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिभिः दिवं सर्वामुर्वीम् अरुणिमणिमग्नां स्मरति यः
वेरी गुड भवन्त्यस्य त्रस्यत् वनहरिणशालीननयनाः सहोर्वश्यावश्याः कति कति न गीर्वाणगणिकाः
भवन्त्यस्यत्रस्यत् वनहरिणशालीननयनाः सहोर्वश्यावश्याः कति कति न गीर्वाणगणिकाः भवन्त्यस्यत्रस्यत् वनहरिणशालीननयनाः सहोर्वश्यावश्याः कति कति न गीर्वाणगणिकाः
Very good. Could you try the entire shloka?
Yes.
Mm.
तनोच्छायाभिस्ते तरुणतरणि श्रीसरणिः दिवं सर्वामुर्वीम् अरुणिमणिमग्नां स्मरति यः भवन्त्यस्यत्रस्यत् वनहरिणशालीननयनाः सहोर्वश्यावश्याः कति कति न गीर्वाणगणिकाः
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
धन्यवादः. सरस्वती भगिनी 90.
नमस्ते वाणीजी.
नमस्कारः. 90th word. मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा
मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा
the kha is a mahapranah. मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा.
मुखं बिन्दुं
No, you have to stress the kha a little bit more. मुखं.
मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा
कुचयुगमधस्तस्य तदधः
कुचयुगमधस्तस्य तदधः कुचयुगमधस्तस्य तदधः.
Very good. मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा कुचयुगमधस्तस्य तदधः
मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा कुचयुगमधस्तस्य तदधः मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा कुचयुगमधस्तस्य तदधः
हरार्धं ध्यायेद्यः
हरार्धं ध्यायेद्यः हरार्धं ध्यायेद्यः
हरमहिषिते मन्मथकलाम्
हरमहिषिते मन्मथकलाम् हरमहिषिते मन्मथकलाम्
हरार्धं ध्यायेद्यः हरमहिषिते मन्मथकलाम्
हरादं ध्यायेद्यः हर महिषिते मन्मथकलाम् हरादं ध्यायेद्यः हर महिषिते मन्मथकलाम्
स सद्यः संक्षोभम्
स सद्यः संक्षोभम् स सद्यः संक्षोभम्
संक्षोभम्, there is a iksha, संक्षोभम्
स सद्यः संक्षोभम् स सद्यः संक्षोभम्
नयति वनिता इत्यति लघु
नयति वनिता इत्यलघु नयति
इत्यति
वनिता
लघु
नयति वनिता इत्यलघु
no, the last, can you say the last word?
गु
No, last word.
इत्यति लघु
Correct. Ityati लघु नयति नयति वनिता इत्यति लघु
नयति वनिता इत्यति लघु
very good
नयति वनिता इत्यति लघु
स सद्यः संक्षोभम् नयति वनिता इत्यति लघु
स सद्यः संक्षोभम् नयति वनिता इत्यति लघु स सद्यः संक्षोभम् नयति वनिता इत्यति लघु
त्रिलोकीमप्याशु
त्रिलोकीमप्याशु त्रिलोकीमप्याशु
भ्रमयति रवीन्दुस्तनयुगाम्
भ्रमयति रवीन्दुस्तनयुगाम् भ्रमयति रवीन्द्रुस्तनयुगाम्
त्रिलोकीमप्याशु भ्रमयति रवीन्दुस्तनयुगाम्
त्रिलोकीमप्याशु भ्रमयति रवीन्दुस्तनयुगाम् त्रिलोकीमप्याशु भ्रमयति रवीन्दुस्तनयुगाम्.
The shu there is short rasvah, so you have to just shorten it a little bit. Trilokimapyashu. That's it.
त्रिलोकीमप्याशु त्रिलोकीमप्याशु
Very good.
भ्रमयति
Continue.
भ्रमयति रवीन्दुस्तनयुगाम्.
Correct. Shall we write 2 lines at a time? Mukham bindum kritva kuchayugamadhastasya tadadhaha harardham dhyayedyah haramahishite manmathakalam.
मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा कुचयुगमदस्तस्य तददः हरादं ध्यायेद्यः हरमहिषिते मन्मथकलाम्. मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा कुचयुगमदस्तस्य तददः हरादं ध्यायेद्यः हरमहिषिते मन्मथकलाम्.
स सद्यः संक्षोभम् नयति वनिता इत्यति लघु त्रिलोकीमप्याशु भ्रमयति रवीन्दुस्तनयुगाम्.
सद्यः संक्षोभं नयति वनिता इत्यतिलघु त्रिलोकीमप्याशु भ्रमयति रवीन्दुस्तनयुगां सद्यः संक्षोभं नयति वनिता इत्यतिलघु त्रिलोकीमप्याशु भ्रमयति रवीन्दुस्तनयुगाम्.
Very good. Could you try the entire shloka?
मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा कुचयुगमदस्तस्य तददः हरादं ध्यायेद्यः हरमहिषिते मन्मथकला सद्यः संक्षोभं नयति वनिता इत्यतिलघु त्रिलोकीमप्याशु भ्रमयति रवीन्दुस्तनयुगाम्.
Very good. Even the laghu should be hrasvaha.
Okay.
Nayati vanita ityati laghu. That's it.
नयति वनिता इत्यतिलघु नयति वनिता इत्यतिलघु.
Very good. Very well repeated. Excellent pronunciation. Dhanyawad.
Thank you.
Shri Ramji.
Namaste, Vaniji.
Namaskara. 20. Kiranti mangebhyah
Kiranti bhangebhyah.
Do you go on
Kiranti bhangebhyah.
Kiranti angebhyah becomes
Okay.
Kiranti mangebhyah.
Okay. Kiranti bhangebhyah.
No, you're saying bha. It is ma.
Mangebhyah, right? Okay, okay.
Ah.
Kiranti bhangebhyah. Kiranti bhangebhyah.
No, you're again saying bha. Kiranti bhangebhyah. That is what you're saying. It is Kiranti mangebhyah. Ma.
Okay, thank you. Ma, okay. Kiranti mangebhyah. Kiranti mangebhyah.
Kirana nikurambamritarasam.
Kirani kurumba.
No, Kirana.
Kirana.
Kirana nikuramba.
Nikurambha.
Amritarasam. So it becomes
Amrutarasam.
Kirana nikuramba
Okay.
Mritarasam. There is a
Mritarasam.
sandhi that sandhi happening there. So Kirana
Yes.
nikuramba Mritarasam.
Okay.
Kirana nikuramba
Nikuramba
Mritarasam.
Mrutarasam. Kirana nikuramba mrutarasam.
Correct.
Kirana nikurumba mrutarasam. Nikuramba mrutarasam.
Correct. The entire line. Kiranti mangebhyah Kirana nikuramba mritarasam.
Kiranti mangebhyah Kirana nikuramba mrutarasam.
Very good.
Kiranti bhangebhyah Kirana nikuramba mrutarasam.
Very good.
Thank you.
Hriditva madhatte.
Riditva madhatte. Riditva madhatte.
Himakarashila murtimiva yaha.
Imakara shila murti mivayah. इमकरशीला मूर्तिमिव यः
हिमकरशिलामूर्तिमिव यः
इमकरशीला
not Sheila,
मूर्तिमि
it's a hrasvah.
okay
Himakarashila Shilamurti.
शिलामूर्ति ओके हिमकरशिलामूर्तिमिव यः हिमकरशिलामूर्तिमिव यः
Very good. Kridi त्वामाधत्ते हिमकरशिलामूर्तिमिव यः
ऋद्धित्वा माधत्ते हिमकरशिलामूर्तिमिव यः ऋद्धित्वा माधत्ते हिमकरशिलामूर्तिमिव यः
Correct. Sasarpanam darpam
ससर्पानां दर्पं ससर्पानां
the
दर्पं
na has to be the Munushudi na, if you know Tamil. Sasarpanam. You have to roll your tongue.
ससर्पानां yeah
No,
okay
not
yeah.
sarpanam. It is sarpanam. Na. You have to roll your tongue.
ससर्पानां दर्पं ससर्पानां दर्पं
Shamayati shakunta iva.
शकुन्ताधिप इव
Shamayati.
शमयति शकुन्ताधिप इव शमयति शकुन्ताधिप इव
Shakuntadhipa iva. I'm hearing hiva. Ha.
oh, sorry can you repeat again Vinaji sorry
Shamayati shakuntadhipa iva.
शमयति शकुन्ताधिप इव
Deepa iva. Are you looking
Iva.
at Sanskritam?
yes Eva right Eva
It is iva, not ha.
Eva okay
Shamayati shakuntadhipa iva.
शमयति शकुन्ताधिप इव
Deepa shakuntadhipa iva.
शकुन्ताधिप इव yes sorry okay
Iva.
शमयति शकुन्ताधिप इव
Chetu solracha, you're saying hiva.
oh okay yeah
Slow down a little bit.
शमयति sorry
Can you slow down a little bit?
Yeah, okay.
Shamayati.
शमयति शमयति
Shakuntadhipa
शकुन्ताधिप शकुन्ताधिप
iva.
इव इव
Shakuntadhipa iva.
शकुन्ताधिप इव
Shakuntadhipa iva.
शकुन्ताधिप इव शकुन्ताधिप इव no
When you're saying
शकुन्ताधिप इव शकुन्ताधिप इव
one more time.
शकुन्ताधिप इव
With the tune.
okay yeah शमयति शकुन्ताधिप इव oh शमयति शकुन्ताधिप इव
Very good. Shamayati shakuntadhipa iva.
शमयति शकुन्ताधिप इव
Very good. Sasarpanam darpam shamayati shakuntadhipa iva.
ससर्पानादर्पं शमयति शकुन्ताधिप इव
Very good. Jwara. Sorry, one more time. Yeah, go ahead. One more time. Second.
ससर्पानादर्पं शमयति शकुन्ताधिप इव
Jwara plushtan drishtya.
ज्वरप्लुष्टान् दृष्ट्या ज्वरप्लुष्टान् दृष्ट्या दृष्ट्या
Sukhayati sudhadharasiraya.
सुखयति सुधाधारसिरया सुखयति सुधाधारसिरया
Correct. Jvara plushtan drishtya Sukhayati sudhadhara siraya.
Jvara plushtan dhrushtya Sukayati sudadhara siraya. Jvara plushtan dhrushtya Sukayati sudadhara siraya.
Very good. We'll do one line at a time.
Sure.
Kiranti mangebhyah Kirananikurambamritarasam.
Kiranti manghebhyah Kirananikurambamrutarasam. Kiranti manghebhyah Kirananikurambamrutarasam.
Kirana re.
Kirana
Mm.
Kirananikurambamrutarasam.
Correct.
Kirananikurambamrutarasam.
Correct. Hridi tvamadhatte himakarashila murtimivayah.
Riddhitva madhatte himakarashila murtimivayah. Riddhitva madhatte himakarashila murtimivayah.
Sasarpanam darpam shamayati shakuntadhipa iva.
Tasarpanam dharpam shamayati shakuntadipahiva.
Shakuntadip. One more time.
Okay. Sasarpanam dharpam shamayati shakuntadipa iva.
Take a break after the dhipa. Then you will not make a mistake in iva. One more time.
Sasarpanam dharpam shamayati shakuntadipa iva.
Very good. Jvara plushtan drishtya Sukhayati sudhadhara siraya.
Jvara plushtan dhrushtya Sukayati sudadhara siraya. Jvara plushtan dhrushtya Sukayati sudadhara siraya.
Very good. Can you try the entire shloka?
Yes, sure. Yeah.
Mm.
Kiranati mangebhyah.
Kiranti mangebhyah.
Kiranti mangebhyah.
Ma.
Ma, right?
Kiranti.
Mangebhyah, right? Kiranti mangebhyah. Kirananikurambamrutarasam. Riddhitva madhatte himakarashila murtimivayah. Saparnam
Sasarpanam.
Sasarpanam dharpam shamayati shakuntadipa iva. Jvara plushtan dhrushtya Sukayati sudadhara siraya.
Very good. Very well tried.
Thank you.
Thank you
Need
so
some
much.
more practice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Keep practicing.
Thank you for
I
being
mean,
patient with me.
Oh, absolutely. We are all here to learn. Okay. We can run through the 5 shlokas. Before that, if you have a pen or something to mark, just mark down the Mahapranaha and Visargaha. Kavindranam Chetaha. So that na is the one with the rolling tongue. Kavindranam Chetaha. Kamala Vana Bala Taparuchim. Bhajante. That bha is Mahapranaha. Bhajante ye Santaha. Again, we say the Visargaha there. Ye Santaha. Katichi Daruna Meva Bhavati. Bha is again Mahapranaha. Virinchi Preyasyaha. Aha. That is the sound there. Virinchi Preyasyaha. Taruna Tara Shringara Lahari. Gabhirabhir Vagbhihi. All the 3 bha there are Mahapranaha. Gabhirabhir Vagbhihi. Again, bihi. Visargaha. Vidadhati. The third 1, 2, 3. The third aksharam there is dha. Vidadhati. Satam ranjana mami. So Mahapranaha bhajante bhavati gabhirabhirvagbhihi vidadhati. Satam ranjana mami. 17th one, Savitri Bhir Vacham. The Bha there is Mahapranaha. Shashi Mani, the Na is the Munushrina in Tamil Na. Shila Bhanga Ruchi Bihi. Again, that Bha there is Mahapranaha. Ruchi Bihi, that is also Mahapranaha. Vashinya Bhi, that Bhi is Mahapranaha. Vashinyadya bhistvam saha janani sanchintayati yaha. Sakarta kavyanam bhavati, that bha Mahapranaha. Mahatam bhangi ruchi bhihi. Bha, both bha there, Mahapranaha. Bihi. The previous one, yaha, bihi. Vacho bhir vagdevi vadana Kamala Moda Madhuraihi Dhu. That is Mahapranaha. Vacho Bhir. That is also Mahapranaha. Madhuraihi. The 18th one. Tanu Chaya. The Cha there is Mahapranaha. Chaya Bhiste. Bha. Bhi. That is Mahapranaha. Taruna Tarani. That is Hrasvaha. In general, we tend to say there Taruna Tarani Shri Sarani Bhihi. We tend to elongate the Ni there. It should be Ni Hrasvaha. Taruna Tarani Shri Sarani Bhihi. Divam Sarva Murvim. Divam Sarva Murvim Aruni Mani Magnam Smarati Yaha. The Aruni Mani, that second Na there is the Nakaraha, not the one with where you roll your tongue. Aruni, that Na is the one you roll and say. Aruni Mani Magnam. Again, Magnam is also not Magnam. It is Magnam. Smaratiyaha. Third line, Bhavantyasya Trasyat. Bha, Mahapranaha. Vanaharina. Again, Mahapranaha. Shalina Nayanaha. Sahor Vashya Vashyaha. There is a Visargaha there. I think it is not there. It's there in the text. I think just note it down if it is missing. It should be there because next is the Karkasha Aksharam. Vashyaha Kati Katina Girvana Ganikaha. Both the Na there is Nakaraha where you roll and say. Girvana Ganikaha. 19th one, Mukham. The Kha is Mahapranaha. Bindum Kritva Kucha Yugama Dhastasya Tada Dhaha. The last word is a little tricky there. Tada Dhaha. Harardham. Hara Ardham. So it becomes Harardham. Dhyayedyaha. Dhyanam. It is Mahapranaha. Hara Mahishi Te Manmatha. The Takaraha there is Mahapranaha. Manmatha Kalam. Sasadya Sankshobham. It is not Samshobham, not like Shobana. It is Ksha, like Kamakshi Ksha. Sasadya Sankshobham. Again, the Bha is Mahapranaha. Nayati Vanita Ityati Laghu. Make sure you don't elongate the Ghu there. Ityati Laghu. Don't elongate it there. Ityati Laghu. Triloki Mapyashu. Again, Shu is Hrasvaha, the Kuril, short vowel. Brahmayati. Bra, that is Mahapranaha. Ravindus Tanayugam. Last one, Kiranti Mange Bhyaha. Bhyaha, that is Mahapranaha. Kirana Nikuramba Mritarasam. Hriditva Ma Dhatte. The Dha is Mahapranaha. Where you stress and say the Dha. Himakara Shila Murti Mivayaha. Sa Sarpanam. Not Sarpanam. It is Sarpanam. Because there is a Repaha, Rakaraha there. You say the Na, Nakaraha. Darpam shamayati shakunta dhipa iva. Dha is again Mahapranaha. Jwara plushtan drishtya sukha yati. That kha again is Mahapranaha. Sudha dhar siraya. Dha dha. Both dhas there are Mahapranaha. Any doubt in the pronunciation? Okay.
Ma'am, that natvam na and the na difference I couldn't make it, ma'am. எனக்கு அது மட்டும் சரியா கரெக்டான்னு தெரியல.
Okay. தமிழ்ல வந்து when you say mannan, how do you say it?
Mannan.
Mannan. When you say tannir, how do you say it?
Tannir.
You roll your tongue, right? So when you say mannan, the tongue touches the front portion of your palate, the teeth. Mannan. When you say tannir, the tongue gets rolled. So that is the nakaraha. The rendu suri na and moonu suri na. That is the difference.
Okay. இல்ல அது கரெக்ட்டா pronounce பண்றேனாங்கிறது நானே இப்படி கரெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கேன்.
You will know when you're rolling your tongue. So aruna, when you say aruna and you roll your tongue, you know you're pronouncing it correctly. If you say aruna, then your tongue is not getting rolled. So that is wrong.
Okay.
It comes with practice, and it gets challenging when na are next to each other, like aruni mani. So the first na there is, you roll and say like moonu suri na. The mani, aruni mani, it is not the Tamil mani. This is the saptami vibhakti hi there. So it is mani, arunima shabdah. So it becomes aruni mani. So the mani becomes, the nakaraha becomes magna. That is also rendu shurina, not the one where you roll your tongue. So you can say some kshobham. You can also say ing there, but in general, in this whatever is there, I've heard some kshobham also pronounced there, but in general, if it is some here, we say it as some. Even in Bhagavad Gita, you will see Swami Paramarthananda doing the Anuswara Sandhihi there. Not Anuswara Sandhihi, it is Parasavarna Sandhihi, where the next letters, vargas, the Anunasika Aksharam gets added. So when Swamiji recites, you will, lot of times you will see, he will say inj with cha, in with ta. You will hear that, but when we recite im, it is not wrong. That's fine. You can say it without sandhi, because when there are padas there, you have an option to say it as the padas itself. That is an exception given in that sandhi rule. So it is sasadya samkshobham. Sam by itself is a pada. So you can either say sankshobham or samkshobham. Both are actually correct. 19th line. Sasadya samkshobham nayati vanita ityati laghu. Is it sasad? It is only id, the id. You mean this aksharam here, right? Okay, who is that? Radha Bhagini. 1 second. I'll let you ask the question, because only then everybody will understand what you're asking. I think I got it what you're asking, whether it is alpa pranaha or maha pranaha. That is what you're asking, I think, right?
Namaste, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So the id here, the dya is only the alpa pranaha. It is not maha pranaha. So if you know, do you know Tamil? If you look at
Yes,
the
ma'am.
Tamil, you will see id after id, itta, you will see number 3, which is the, not the. The idya word the samyukta aksharam, the aksharam that you get by joining 2 aksharams. It is id, ya, dya. It is not id, ya. So it is vidya. It is not vidya. Lot of times we pronounce it as vidya. It is not vidya. It is vidya.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, I think I clarified all the questions. We'll quickly go through the Padacheda and the high level meaning we will do. So the 16th shloka is the Aruna Swarupam, the form where Ambal's color is basically in red, like the Arunodayam, sun rising. Kavindranam Chetaha Kamala Vana Bala Atapa Ruchim. Bala Atapa Ruchim. Bhajante ye santaha katichit arunam eva bhavatim. Virinchi preyasyaha taruna tara shringara lahari gabhira bihi vagbhihi vidadhati satam ranjana mami. So it talks about how Ambal's Aruna Swarupam is to a poet who is attempting to write something. So the poet's mind is described as a forest of lotus. So lotus blooms when there is sunrise that happens, when there is Suryodayam. So when Ambal's Aruna Swarupam is like that of Suryodayam, there is a comparison that is happening here. So the mind, which is like a lotus, of whom the great poets, Kavindranam Chetaha. Chetaha is nothing but mind. Kamala Vana, so a forest of lotus, indicating a bunch of lotus flowers. Bala Atapa Ruchim. So this is not the sun which is fully risen. It is the morning sun just before Suryodayam, Bala, where the Arunodayam is there, the light reddish color of the sun is there. Ruchim. So it is like that. That is the comparison there. Bhajante ye santaha. Santaha, Mahapurushas, the great people. Ye santaha bhajante. Those Mahapurushas who worship Ambikai in that form. Katichit arunam eva bhavati. They consider Ambigai as that Aruna Swarupam itself. There is no difference between the color and Ambigai. So they are meditating, considering Ambigai as the Aruna Swarupam itself or herself. So to those poets, this Aruna Swarupam is like that of a sun, a rising sun that makes the lotuses bloom. So in turn, their mind also blossoms, which means they get the blessing to write great works that is very sweet in nature, which is described in the line 3 and line 4. So Virinchi preyasyaha taruna tara shringara lahari gabhira bihi vagbhihi vidadhati satam ranjanam ami. So what they do, they get the blessing of Virinchi preyasyaha, the one who is lovable, the beloved of Virinchihi. Virinchihi is Brahmadeva. Brahmadeva's Priya is Saraswati Devi. So they get the blessing of Saraswati Devi, which means they get the power, the Vak, which is what is given in the 4th line. Vak bihi. Through the Gabhira bihi, through the intense, profound words that they compose, they have the ability to give happiness. Ranjanam ami. They have the happiness, ability to give happiness to whom vidadhati, which is giving satam, to other good people. So only good people get the bhagyam to read even the compositions of other great poets. So that is indirectly described here. And when it talks about how they compose, Taruna Tara, it has a very nascent Taruna Tara, the Yavvanam or youth, Shringara Lahari, which is filled with love. But the words that they use is like, it gives happiness to other great people. So the overall meaning is to a forest of lotus, to which the comparison here is sun, which is rising, early morning sun, which is rising, which is red color. The mind of great poets is similar to that. To those poets who meditate upon Ambigai, bhajante ye santah, the great poets who meditate upon Ambigai, in that Aruna Swarupam, the red color itself, they get the blessing of Saraswati Devi, the one who is beloved or lovable to Brahmadeva. Through her blessing, they create compositions which have profound words filled with love. In turn, they compose this and they are able to make other great people dwell in happiness. Ranjanam Ami, they make them drown in happiness. So it is the Aruna Swarupam of Ambigai which is described here. Next one is also similar. I think in this the description comes along with the Vagdevatas. So the Vagdevatas who are there along with Ambigai, when a bhakta is worshipping Ambigai along with the Vagdevatas. So worshipping Ambigai herself is going to be a great blessing, but then Vagdevatas are the ones who grant the power of speech. So it is going to be like multiplied like several times. So that is what is described in the 17th shloka. Savitri bihi vacham shashi mani shila bhanga ruchi bihi. The next line goes Vashini adya bihi. So from Vashini and the other Ashta Devatas, Tvam saha janani sanchintayati yaha. Saha karta kavyanam bhavati mahatam bhangi ruchibihi vachobihi vagdevi vadana kamala amoda madhuraihi. So how sweet are their compositions that is described here. Savitri bihi vacha, which is the Vagdevatas, the ones who generate Vak, the Vagdevatas. Shashi Mani Shila Bhanga Ruchibihi. It is like a broken moonstone gem that is extremely lustrous, which has a tejas or brightness or shine. So that luster which we see when the moonstone gem is broken, that kind of luster is there for Ambigai when she is there along with the all Ashta Vagdevatas. Vashini Adya bihi Tvam saha janani sanchintayati yaha. So yaha sanchintayati, that bhakta who thinks of you, who is seated along with all the Vagdevatas, who are the generators of the speech for all the bhaktas, who shine like the half-broken gemstone, moonstone gem. Shashi Mani Shila. Shila is stone, Shashi is moon, Mani is gem. So moonstone gem, which is broken, that kind of luster can be seen. So what blessing does he get, which is described in line 3 and 4. Sakarta kavyanam, he becomes the doer of many kavyas. Bhavati mahatam bhangi ruchibihi. So when he does that, he does it with a lot of talent, profound words, a beauty of wit. Bhangi ruchibihi. And how does he do that? Vachobihi, all the words that he uses, Vagdevi, are nothing but Vagdevi's Vadana Kamala. Vadana Kamala. So the face of Ambigai, which is completely blossomed and beautiful to look at, it is as sweet as the lotus face of goddess of speech, which is Vagdevi, who is Vagdevi. So when Ambigai is seated along with the Vashini and the Vagdevatas, when a bhakta meditates or thinks about or prays to that form of Ambikai, who is seated along with the Vagdevatas, who are the generators of speech, who also shine like the moonstone gem, that Bhakta gains the ability to create compositions which have a very profound effect with a beauty of wit. And the words that he uses, that Bhakta uses in the composition, is sweet like the lotus face of Ambikai. So there are two comparisons of Ambikai which are there in the 17th shloka. Okay. The 18th, the Vanaharina, the deer that is afraid. So this is also the Aruna Swarupam of Ambikai. Tanuchaya bhihi te taruna tarani shrihi sarani bhihi divam sarvam urvim aruni mani magnam smarati yaha bhavanti asya trasyat vanaharina shalina nayanaha saha urvashyaha vashyaha kati katina girvana ganikaha. So it talks about how a bhakta who meditates on the Aruna Swarupam, the reddish form of Ambikai, and what sort of blessing that bhakta gets. And here, I think I had mentioned that in the explanation as well. Even though it says Vashyaha, which is generally, in a general sense, we denote it to Vashikara, which is hypnosis or attraction. But here it is more around getting the blessing of Ambikai and ability to see Ambikai everywhere. So that is the meaning that we have to keep in mind, and not the Laukika, the colloquial meaning of Vashyam, which is in general, Vashyam Pandrathu is basically hypnotizing somebody and getting somebody into your control. So it is a lot of times it is in the physical aspect. So it is not in that aspect, rather it is the ability to get Ambikai's blessings and seeing Ambikai everywhere. So Tanuchaya bihi, through the lustre of Ambikai's body. Tanu is body, and the lustre which is exhibited by Ambikai, in what sense? Taruna tarani, which is like a newly, Taruna means Yavvanam, which is very nascent. Tarani shrihi sarani bihi, which is like a newly risen sun, and arrangement of Ambikai's body, the color resembles that. And this Bhakta who is thinking of Ambikai, Yaha Smarati, the one who is thinking of Ambikai, pretty much sees Ambikai in both heaven and on earth. Divam Sarvam Urvim. So Urvi is earth, Divam is heaven. So pretty much when you open your eyes and you meditate on Ambikai who is in the red form, when he is visualizing that Ambikai, he is not seeing Ambikai in a small form, reddish in color like that of a newly risen sun, but he sees Ambikai as Sarva Vyapini, who is there everywhere in both heaven and earth. Aruni Mani, so which is immersed in Magnam. Magnam is immersed in. Aruni Mani, Arunima is basically redness. He is immersed in meditating on Ambikai who is reddish in color. So what happens then? Bhavanti asya trasyat vanaharina shalina nayanaha. It describes the beauty of a frightened deer in a forest. Trasyat is basically frightened. Vanaharina, harina is deer, a forest deer which is frightened. So a frightened deer, they generally say the beauty is enhanced and the eyes are also a little bit elongated. So when you're frightened, there is an elongation of your eye that happens. So those kind of women who have such eyes. So who are those women? Saha Urvashyaha Vashyaha. All the celestial damsels, Urvashi, Ramba, Tilotama, Menaka, those sort of damsels. Kati Katina, not just them, many people. Kati is how many, not just them, but many of them. Girvana Ganikaha. They are the celestial damsels. So he is able to, here, like I said, Vashyaha. Vashyam is not the hypnosis. It is basically ability to see Ambikai everywhere. So Ambikai is everywhere, and he sees Ambikai in every woman and sees her everywhere, both heaven and earth, in the Aruna Swarupam, which is the reddish form. This is a very beautiful description. We have to picturize Ambikai not just in one spot as a Shila Murtihi, but we have to picturize her everywhere as Sarvavyapini and being in that Aruna form. You know, just like newly risen sun, which is reddish in color, when you open your eyes early in the morning and look at the sky, how beautiful it would be to look at. In a similar way, that Bhakta is picturizing Ambikai. And when he does that, women or damsels, especially the ones given here, are the ones in the Devaloka Kannikaigal, like Ramba, Urvashi, who have beautiful eyes. And the comparison is Vana Harina, like a Trasyat Vana Harina. So the one like a frightened deer, having those sort of eyes. So the next one also describes the Kamakala Dhyanam. So when we think of Ambikai who has the form of a woman. So that form, when we start from Mukham, Ambikai's face, and then we go top down. Mukham Bindum Kritva Kucha Yugam Adhaha Tasya Tat Adhaha Hara Ardham Dhyayet Yaha Hara Mahishi Te Manmata Kalam Saha Sadyaha Samkshobham Nayati Vanita Iti Ati Laghu Triloki Api Ashu Brahmayati Ravi Indu Stana Yugam. That is the Padacheda there. So Mukham Bindum Kritva. So having our mind in Ambigai's face, making that as the center. Kucha Yugam. Yugam is basically two. Kucha is the frontal part, the bosom or the breast. So two breasts just beneath the face. Adhaha Tasya, and below that Tat Adhaha Hara Ardham. So the lower half of Shiva, which is the yoni or the female generation part. Dhyayet Yaha, that Bhakta who meditates on Ambigai, thinking of her complete form, thinking of Bindu, thinking of her frontal part, thinking of the yoni or the generating part. Here, it is just the complete picturization of Ambigai that a Bhakta experiences, and not in any other sense. So, Mukham Bindum Kritva Kucha Yugam Adhaha Tasya Tat Adhaha. So, face, below that the frontal part, below that the yoni, all describing Ambigai. And Hara Ardham is basically the other half of Hara, Lord Shiva, Ardhanarishwara Swarupam. That Bhakta, Hara Mahishi, the queen of Hara. So the word Hara is used twice here. Te Manmatha Kalam. Manmatha is basically describing the yoni part, which is the root of the creation. That is the Manmatha, the Kama or the desire is the root for creation. So that is the manifestation of the creator will. Saha, so the moment he thinks of Ambikai in this form, Saha Sadyaha, immediately, Samkshobham Nayati. Samkshobham is basically a state of being perplexed or agitated. So whenever there is some sort of attraction that happens, you know, our heart beats, and then, you know, we feel very restless because we are wondering if the other person also feels the same way. So Samkshobham Nayati, who Vanita, women, Iti Ati Laghu. For that Bhakta, Laghu is basically something which is short. In this sense, Ati Lagu is very easy. For him, it is very easy to make women who look at that bhakta feel agitated. In the sense here, it is not attraction. Again, seeing Ambigai in every woman and seeing Ambigai everywhere. Triloki. So in all the three worlds, Triloki api ashu brahmayati. Not just the ones that are there in front of him, but all the three worlds, all the damsels in the three worlds, he brahmayati. Brahmayati is basically, in a literal sense, it's to cause some sort of like dizziness, which is when we look at somebody handsome, look at somebody very smart, the kind of emotion that we experience. And what kind of women? Ravi, Indu, Tana Yuga. So women who have the sun and moon as the pair of breasts. So indicating these are like really lofty women who fall for that kind of bhakta. So he is able to see Ambigai everywhere when, like they say, Ma Shakti is there in every woman. So when a devotee who is truly devoted to Ambigai would only see Ma Shakti everywhere. He will not see a normal mortal woman as a woman. Rather, he will see and respect and worship her as Shakti herself. So meditating on Ambigai, starting from her face, the female organs, thinking of those, the queen of Hara, who is the root for the creation in the entire world, described by Manmatha Kalam. That person, that bhakta, immediately gets the blessing to take or distract or attract Vanita. Vanita is women. Not just in this world, all the three worlds, Triloki, Trilokim api, in all the three worlds. He is able to take them to delusion. What kind of women who have sun and moon as their frontal part. 20. This is also Kirana. This is the one with the Garuda. Kirantim Angebhyaha. I think this is the one with the Chandrakanta Mani. One second. Just give me a second. Kirantim Angebhyaha Kirana Nikurumba. I think we made a mistake in the, why is there a difference in the pronunciation? Nikuramba. There is a, I think this text is correct. Give me just a minute. Okay, I have to, I'm seeing two different texts here. Nikurumba and Nikuramba. Nikuru. Let me check on that and get back. We might have to fix if there is a... Does anybody have a different book? Okay, Nikurumba. Then there is a mistake in the text here. Okay, please go back and correct. I will confirm this in the next class. I have two texts here. Each of the one has Nikuramba, another one has Nikurumba. Let me just check with somebody I know and I'll get back. It describes rays here. Ray is generally Nikurumba, which is multitude of rays. So I think Nikurumba sounds correct to me. We might have made a mistake in the chanting. Is Jyotsna there? Jyotsna, just check on the original recording, Karna, and let me know. I don't know what I have recorded. So I have one book here that says Nikuramba, another one that says Nikurumba. This one also says Nikuramba. Okay, let me check on this. It could mean the same, so there could be a partha beda there. Okay, Kirantim Angebhyaha Kirana Nikurumba. Let's stick to Nikurumba. Nikurumba is there in original recording. Okay, let me. Okay, Jyotsna, remind me to correct this text, and then I think even in a recording, if somebody is listening, they will have to fix this here. Nikurumba, Nikuram, Kirana, Nikurumba, Amrita Rasam. So that becomes a Sandhi there. Kridi, Twam, Adhatte, Himakara, Shila, Murtim, Iva, Yaha. I think both mean the same. Okay. I think both mean the same. I think I looked this up. I don't remember. But Jyotsna, just remind me, we'll clarify this in the next class. Saha Sarpanam Darpam Shamayati Shakuntadhipa Iva Jwara Plishtan Drishtya Sukhayati Sudha Dhara Siraya. So Kirantim Angebhyaha Kirana Nikurumba Amrita Rasam Kridi Twam Adhatte Himakara Shila Murtim Iva Yaha. Saha Sarpanam Darpam Shamayati Shakuntadhipaha Iva Jwara Plushtan Drishtya Sukhayati Sudha Dhara Siraya. So Ambikai, who's compared, whose luster is compared to Himakara Shila. Kiranti. Kiranti in general is when you scatter something. Angebhyaha. From Ambal's body, what is scattered from the body parts? Multitude of rays. Kirana Nikurumba Amrita Rasam, which is like an essence of nectar. Amritam is nectar. The Angam is nothing but body parts. And a bhakta who meditates on that form of Ambikai, from whom, from the body parts where the rays are emanating. Hridi Twam Adatte, in the heart. Twam, the one Adatte, the one Yaha Adatte, the one who fixes. Twam, you, who is like Himakara Shila Murtim Iva, like the moonstone, which has extreme brilliance and the shine. So the one Ambikai's body, which is emanating that kind of radiance, that kind of brilliance, that kind of tejas, bhakta, yaha, hridi twam adatte, that bhakta who places you in his heart in this form, which is Himakara Shila. What blessing does he get? Saha Sarpanam Darpam. One Sarpaha is serpent. Darpam is basically the pride of the serpent. A serpent is proud because of the poison it carries. Shamayati is basically Nashayati, to destroy. How? Shakunta Dhipaha, like the lord of the bird, which is Garuda here. Eva, the eagle. So eagle has the ability to destroy the pride of a snake or a serpent, which is proud because of the poison that it possesses. Also, Jwara Plishtan Drishtya, just by the mere glance or the look. Jwara, which is fever, making the fever kind of like go away, and then give them sukham. Sukhayati, makes them feel happy, makes them feel comfortable, having made the fever go away, having made any disease go away. Sudha Dhara Siraya, with the slight glance from the corner of the eye, which is like a nectar that is flowing from the eye. So this one talks about Ambikai, who has the shine like that of Himakara Shila, Chandrakanta Mani, and a bhakta who thinks of Ambikai in that form gets the ability to destroy any poison like that of a poison that the snake possesses. and make any fever go away and make that person feel very comfortable. That sort of power is what that bhakta gets. Okay. Okay, I might have to, I think both mean the same. So I think we should be fine, because this text is from Sanskrit docs, which is generally verified. But majority of the textbooks, I think, have Nikurumba instead of Nikuramba. I think both mean the same. So I think we are okay. Okay, we are almost time. Next class, we will do the revision of these 5 shlokas, and it would be nice if people can come forward and do the explanation part as well. Any questions? I think Josna just messaged. She said the recording has Nikuramba because I have recorded from this text, and I think the meaning must have been from the book that I have. So okay, Revati ji, you can recite next week. Few people can come forward and recite, and I hope many can come forward to do the explanation part. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Mahapariva Sharanam. Jai Jai Shankara. Hara Hara Shankara. Thank you all for joining. Please do keep practicing.